He never went in. Watch. School resource officer Scott Peterson stays outside as a shooter guns down students and staff inside this Florida high school. The tragedy raised questions about his training. Training our exclusive 5 on Your Side investigation found is not required for officers assigned to Ohio schools.
Tonight, 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison has the findings from her 2-month-long investigation.
In Ohio, it's a blank slate. It's up to individual school districts to decide how to best protect students, even though growing evidence and experts suggest one approach may be more effective.
If anything, it would be in the cafeteria.
Their fear.
If somebody has a bag of chips and they smack it like that and it makes that popping noise.
Always the same.
Everybody just kind of gets really quiet.
People have popped a balloon before and
the sound?
It almost is like they jump, but they don't.
A bullet.
It's not almost like PTSD, but it's like
you're just more
aware. You're more aware.
6 years ago, a shooter brought a gun into their high school's cafeteria and killed 3 students.
How you do, brother?
But today, sophomore Matthew Reminder and senior Cameron Nihas,
he'll do anything for you.
Feel safe.
He's a great resource to have around the school.
Who loves Officer Shaw? He's the best officer ever.
Mike Shaw was hired.
2 people? All right.
Just months after the shooting.
My purpose in here is still law enforcement.
As the school resource officer, or SRO.
But it's not the #1 thing, and that's what the kids and the staff learn.
He's a mentor.
You in charge? You're the boss? We interact with the kids. We don't just go sit in an office and wait for the office, the main office to call us and go, hey, we have a problem.
Teacher.
Hey, Shaw.
How you doing? There he is. I walk around, talk to the kids, let them know, hey, how's it going? How's your day?
And this February, a temporary member of the dance team. He's also highly trained. Do school resource officers need special training?
Oh, absolutely.
He initially took a 40-hour basic course offered by the Ohio School Resource Officer Association and is now its vice president.
You can't go in the schools and do the job like you've always done. It's a different animal.
But our 5 on Your Side investigation found, in Ohio, there are no requirements districts hire a trained school resource officer.
If I had to make a choice of how are we going to respond in terms of dealing with school safety and security, I'd certainly prefer a trained school resource officer.
Daniel Flannery is the director of the Begun Center for Violence Prevention at Case and part of a group of national experts that looked at how to reduce gun violence in schools.
If it's the same person there over a longer period of time, that can be more helpful than just having a person from a law enforcement background or agency rotate through the school, for example.
Good morning.
But that's exactly what some districts are doing. We surveyed the state's 50 largest high schools. Most employ a trained SRO, but we found 5, including 4 in Northeast Ohio, rotate a pool of off-duty police officers, almost all of whom have no school resource officer training.
Why don't we already have this in place?
I don't know.
For close to 2 years,
our students and teachers deserve to attend school in an environment where they feel safe.
And every member of the Chardon community were forever altered.
Ohio Representatives John Patterson and Sarah LaTourette,
You know which way you're going? You got it?
have worked with the staff at Chardon to create state standards for SROs.
The school resource office is actually embedded within the student body. And because of that, there is additional training, according to the bill, 40 hours additional training.
Their bill, HB 318, would also require an officer who's called an SRO to actually have SRO training.
HB 318 is the first step.
But the bill does not mandate schools hire trained SROs or help pay their salaries.
Are we falling short?
I don't think we're falling short.
He says Ohio has to decide what role officers should play in schools.
You can put any officer in your school, absolutely. But what do you want them to do?
To learn more about how schools protect students, go to our News 5 app. Our full investigation with additional features is online. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison.